good. I'm just watching Sean. He's live just now, ripping James English a new one.
I know. I've just seen it. I had it while I was on the shower. I had it on.
It's so funny. Like Sean when he gets a hard on for something, it's fucking hilarious.
But
It's
dude,
fucking
I don't blame him, mate.
It's so good because it.
The thing is with James, do you think James is hiding a lot of shit, Ron?
Oh man, I'm telling you, right? It's not even like I don't even know what it is yet, dude. Like there's so many names being dropped in his comments.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are dangerous as fuck and are proper organised crime, like proper shit, not like, oh, my mate Gaz down the road sells a bit of weed.
Do you think James could be linked to trafficking and stuff with the mafia?
Don't know. I mean, it's great to throw buzzwords out, but it's...
Because the thing is, these cartels and stuff, mate, I know it sounds bad, but that's what some of them do.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely, but there's no... I'm not even down a road yet. I'm down a hole, and all I can see is evidence now of organised crime trying to get into influencing and trying to get into social media.
They're trying to... that's what they're trying... You know what I've noticed in the podcast world now, Ron? I don't know if you think I'm right or wrong, but I think cartels are now trying to take over the podcast game, and the reason why I'm saying this is my opinion, right? I'll tell you my opinion. The reason why MTK are trying to take over the podcast game by hooking onto all the podcasters is to give all their fighters platforms to publicise them.
Yeah, of course, but that's business. That's just business, right? But what the thing that gets me, right, and that's just good business, doing all the podcast stuff and fighters and all that. That's good, but the panorama thing, damning as fuck.
Yeah.
The fact that every one of these reports on an MTK guy from Edinburgh or Glasgow, it's all genuine. It's not like a 16-year-old smackhead who stabbed someone. These are heavy motherfuckers, right? So what really, let's ask ourselves seriously, right? What really is the benefit of social media other than revenue streams? Because unless you're big, you're not going to get the revenue streams. Yeah. So are they muscling in on James?
Yeah. You think?
Well, think about it. What is the traditional way for gangsters to make money? It would be protection rackets and all that mafia shit. So what is the difference now? It's still a business, it's still money, but what if we're seeing a transition from crime levying on businesses and people IRL, them going for streamers, because it's a lot easier to take something from someone than build it yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So do you think they're saying to James, we'll offer you protection and put our name to your podcast? Do you think that's what they're doing?
Oh yeah, but then what are they getting out of it? This is what I mean. It's like it's really easy to come up with half a story. Do you see what I mean? But where's the fucking poop, as we say? Yeah. Where's the poop? Okay, when you come in and your dog's making that face, where's the fucking poop, man?
Yeah.
Like, where is it? Because at the moment, there's a lot of... But let's be honest, right? There could have been somebody from James's past that just he thought was gone away, and there was no sign of them.
Yeah.
And then he's become famous, and then they've come back, and maybe there's a... I don't know.
What I don't understand is, Ron, right? How can James be famous? Like, does 280,000 subscribers make you famous?
Well, you got to remember, he was a TV star. He was banging that fucking Iceland chick, whatever her fucking name is, Katona. Yeah, so he has got a little bit of clout. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm actually surprised he's got so few subscribers, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Like, it's off the back of that. Do you know what I mean? But it must have been well and truly after the fact that he started YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Because just think about it. If you only got 250,000 subs, but you've been Kerry Katona's boyfriend, you've been on fucking reality TV, you've been on fucking other TV stuff, and no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on with that? But again, it's really easy to sit and come up with, like, behind the fucking the school library fucking theories, you know what I mean? Just fucking coming up with stuff. But what actually, we need to answer The only thing that's relevant is what you said. The using them to promote fighters, promote the fights.
This is the way this is what I've seen from my eye. Is they've got in on Marvin, they've got in on James. Could they have got in on Billy Moore because Billy Moore is close to James, and they're all working. They're all sharing the same guests. All the MTK fighters are now coming on all the platforms. Now,
see, that's just good business, right? So are we seeing a twist in the reality because MTK are linked to criminals? Do they actually have anything to do with James? And are we misinterpreting?
He's a one tier. I'll tell you who's been, and I've never mentioned this to anybody yet.
Yeah. Also, I'm not somebody that's going to go and say.
I'll tell you who's been liking all my stuff at the minute, and he's added me as a friend on Facebook. Is it Kinahan's hitman, John Morrissey?
Okay, what's his name?
John Morrissey.
John Morrison.
He's actually been commenting and liking a lot of my stuff on YouTube, on Facebook.
John Morrissey.
Google him. Just type in John Morrissey Kinahan.
Morrissey.
In Google it, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I clicked. Listen, I'm like you, mate. I'm 2 steps ahead. When I see that and commenting on my stuff and all the shit that's going on, links to the podcast world, I'm aware of it straight away.
Oh, mate, see, as soon as you told me about James's video, I was straight in the comment section, just pulling names out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the Kinahan family, right? And like, there's a whole bunch of names and things that I need to go and get my head round and start investigating. Yeah. But hang on a second, John Morrissey, you said is it I-E? Morrissey?
Go on Google now, John, Morrisey.
Okay.
And he added me on Facebook and started commenting on my stuff.
Okay, hang on.
Weird, eh?
Hang on.
Could I be a target?
John Morrissey. No, hang on. It doesn't. Oh, hang on. I don't know. Who the fuck is John Morrissey? It's come. I've always Googled something wrong.
It says Kinahan's hitman.
Oh, fun, super fun.
John Morrissey, right? So if you type in John Morrissey Kinahan, right?
Okay.
Kinahan.
Okay,
You come up there, Kinahan's pal Morrissey goes dancing with the stars. Suspected hitman Johnny Morrissey hosted a lavish knees up Porito Morrissey, a close pal of Daniel Kinahan. He's liking all my stuff on Facebook.
Oh, fun! That's a fun one. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry. Hitman wouldn't be liking your shit and then coming to get you.
But what I'm thinking is the first thing that came into my head is he trying to befriend me to get me on MTK side? Because the thing is, you've seen potential in my podcast. They'll see the same thing.
Oh, dude, if they offer you anything, right? You just say maybe, and you need some time to think about it. We have a chat. I mean,
Go undercover.
Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from, though, John?
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what happens in 8 months on YouTube.
You've got to see it, though, right, Ron? Where if you're seeing potential in my podcast, are they seeing that as well? And then thinking, I'm putting myself in their head. I'm putting myself in MTK's head now. Decca Heggie's podcast. It's going to be big in a year's time. Let's get him on side.
Do you know what would be really interesting? If they were about to close the lid on James because of your podcast.
You think?
Well, I don't know.
The thing is, though, what I'm thinking is, Ron, is this is the way I'm seeing it. They're seeing, right, Decca's podcast, oof, that's got potential. He's going to be big in 18 months. Let's get him on side now, early. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, you never know, mate. You do not know.
Wilford Wong? I just one of my regular podcast guests and clips. Fucking wild, man. I tell you what, whoever fucking thought, though, eh?
I've never seen so much bitchiness in the podcast world. Me, you know, Ron.
Dude, listen, man. You've just not looked in the right fucking places. The YouTube economy was the word I was trying to come up with earlier. The YouTube economy, where little fish feed off the big fish, right?
Yeah.
Dude, YouTube is just drama, right?
100%.
Like, it is 100% My mate CJ, all he does for his stream is he streams like 2 hours a day, and he just watches drama videos with his community, and then tries to get those people who are having the drama on his show to basically just argue and cause a fucking scene, and that's his job. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just keeping out of the podcast wars, me, Ron.
Oh man.
What I'm doing is, John, Ron, I'm keeping out the podcast wars and just bringing good content, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm just answering something in the side chat here. Fucking hell, though. Mad. But it's going to be really interesting to see because, like I say, I've got a certain highly illegal group of skilled IT people, shall we say, IT consultants. And I want to see what's going on in James's phone.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not seriously.
All the links with the criminals and stuff.
Oh no, I mean the whole content. Like we'll just download the entire content. His phone book, his text, his emails, his social, everything. It's a horrible thing.
And what do you think he's up to?
Well, I've got multiple theories. There's the James is an absolute prick and been involved in crime and never got caught for it his entire life.
Yeah.
That's one thing, right? Then there's the James was involved in crime, tried to get out of crime, and as soon as he became famous, all of the people that had shit on him came back and forced him back into it, and now he's, doing his podcast and he's still carrying them with him. Or he's got a bit of fame and then got mixed up with these fucking gangsters and then decided, oh, well, that'll be a nice wee fucking thing to patch onto my clout. It's just being a fucking criminal as well.
Yeah.
But that could be anything.
You know what? I'm actually surprised James never slagged me off, Ron.
Oh, you'll get there.
I think he knows better because I'll knock 10 bells of shit out of him.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious. It's so funny just how massive you are. Like, it's fucking hilarious.
Mate, I don't know if you've seen some of my fights, but I've got a right hand like a hurricane.
Nah, we'll get a fight reel put together because you need to have a sexy fight reel as well. But I want to get your height and then get an outline drawn of you, and then get all the hobbits from Lord of the Rings and draw around them, and then see how many. Do a game online that people can download of how many hobbits can you fit inside Decca. Do you know what I mean? Because I reckon there's a bunch of fucking hobbits that we could fit in there.
I'll tell you one thing that Ron, I just can't believe. I mean, I'm a peaceful person, but I'll tell you what, I've never seen so much shit. It's just ridiculous what's going on, isn't it?
Yeah.
James English don't throw stones, mate, in glass houses.
She's even on the record saying she was forced.
But so if you give us a chat, we'll have a chat tomorrow if you want, Ron.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. I've sent that stuff over. We'll go over it all tomorrow, mate. Everything's good. We'll just be cracking on and moving forward with everything, dude.
Thank you.
So, happy days.
Thank you.
Happy days. No bother, mate. Thank you. Thank you.
Mate. Have a good night, mate.
You too, mate.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.